very. Coach was talking about how he challenged you. Said you weren't a good tackler. What did you feel like when you heard that the first time he told you that?
I never heard that in my life, so that was a shocker. Like that was a kind of like, hey, this college, like you're new here, to take the coaching, adjust, and work on it. So ever since then, like it was always in practice. It didn't matter. Like I had a point improvement, trying to tackle, trying to wrap up, and trying to like fit through my leverage and stuff like that.
You were shocked. Were you also mad?
Nah, that's coaching. That's just coaching. Period. That happens everywhere, and you just got to adjust to it.
Talk about the start to the season you had.
Oh, it's been a blessing. The start of the year, like everything that happened, I envisioned. So, like last week, we done talked about it with players. Like this, the quarterback gonna do this. If you sink, you do this. You're gonna make a play, and it came with tuition. So just talking about it, picturing it, and just listening to the coaches, it's gonna happen. You see things a lot on film. It's gonna happen at some point in the game.
What year is this for you in college now?
Senior year, but senior year.
How many years? Your fifth year?
Yeah, with COVID, but while I was in my last school D2, a lot of games got canceled, so it was kind of like.
But the reason I'm asking is about 5 years into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think back to when you were 18 or whatever Keon is, first year. What were you as mature as he is to do what he's doing? Can you think back to what that was like your first time?
I seen the game that fast, but I ain't see it his fast. Like the way he carried himself and have fun within the game, that's where like we can relate to. Like as long as you out here, have fun and play the game full speed and don't hesitate, and that's what you do a lot. That's what you do a good job at.
But when you're off the field, at that point, are you getting coaching and trying to figure out what you did right, or you watch yourself, you catch yourself watching Keon and curious, especially first time out, how much did you watch him?
At first in practice, I learned I'm looking at it in practice, and a lot of times I'm the one like trying to play tricks on quarterbacks, looking at this. I'm looking at the film, he making checks, he looking at the covers and stuff like that, and I'm like, as a young player, a lot of young players don't do that, so that really surprised me. And then it's a chess match back and forth in practice, so that really surprised me.
I guess looking at this year, the defense kind of looks like it's making a lot bigger stops. What's the biggest thing you've noticed from one year to another, with the defense as a whole?
Just this is second year in the system, so a lot of players from last year, there's more trust. It's like people never play for themselves, but they have more trust within each other. We're doing family activities, and now we know the system a lot. We used to the coaches, and now it's a family bond. So we know you gonna have my back right here. I'm gonna have yours.
And just you taking more of a leadership role. Obviously, you're a senior. A lot of these guys, younger guys on this team, pretty young defense for the most part.
Yes, sir.
Just taking up that leadership role. How has that been, and what would you say kind of your leadership style is?
Last year, this year, taking a leadership role is kind of, it never been new to me because my last school, I was like seen as a leader and stuff like that. But here, being my second year, like I was kind of, first coming into camp, I was kind of like hesitant, like yeah, I'm a leader, but I don't even know if I'm a starter. I don't know if I'm if they're gonna listen to me But as I kept going along, kept making plays, like you gain trust, and they just trust me from there on out.
Daniel, Maine's offense did a pretty good job today recording first downs up until the very end. So take us through that final fourth down play.
Final fourth down play, we got a big stop to the point that it was we know it's third and long, fourth and long, it's gonna be a pass, and now we just gotta play the situation because I think about three third downs before that it was PI. We just kept hurting ourselves with penalties. I feel like we could have been off the field and won the game for the offense.
Yeah. And also take us thoughts on the field during that Maine fumble late in the game that thought it was going to go FIU's way, but it turned out to be given back to Maine.
I seen the whole way outside. I seen the whole way. It popped out on the ground. It was a hard hit by Donovan Manuel. And then I just seen everybody. It was a frenzy in the pile, and the running back ended up getting back on it.
Just to have the pretty big crowd tonight for you guys. Just the support of the fans. How big is that for you guys tonight?
Big, huge. Like every home game, that's huge. That we have fans, we have support. You can third downs. That means so much to the defense on third down. And second, we hear Panther stand up. Like that's big for the crowd and for us. So that's lovely just having the fans out there supporting.
Especially as a leader, like how does it feel when your defense gets some big stops in the end of the game and throughout the whole game, like that fourth down stop early in the game?
Coach Matt preached we over me, so And it don't matter who makes the play. In defense, we end up I make the play, the corner make the play, the linebacker make the play, the end make the play. As long as we make the play and get off the field and help the offense and win the game, that was the best feeling in the world. Honestly.
Anything else, guys?
No, we're good.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.